Check your Wi-Fi. I got bad service, so I'm gonna be freezing. Y'all give me just a minute. I don't want any freezing or blurry or any of that stuff. Hello, Retha. Guess what? Y'all are stuck with me. Zoe still got her hair up in the towel. She's dealing with pollen and honking her face a lot. And right now she's still got her hair in the towel because we walked in the door about 3 minutes ago. We've been at the farm and that probably didn't help her any. Yes, Kevin, she's fired. She's supposed to be checking the Wi-Fi so we don't freeze up or any of that garbage. I'm still getting new internet this week, but not yet. Do I have snacks in my pocket? No, those little thugs were robbing my wallet. That was Zoe's version. We don't mind the towel look. Well, she does. She just got out of the shower like right before I walked in the door, and I walked in the door right at 8 o'clock from the farm, so it did not work out like we wanted it to. She's gonna at least be in the room, so she might can help with the conversation, huh? Yeah.
I can say hello, but I'm not staying.
She's gonna say hello with a towel on her head.
Hey, everybody. So, I don't know what you told them because I was trying to...
I told them you were dealing with pollen and honking your face.
Yeah, honking my face.
Yeah.
What is that?
Blowing your nose.
Oh, yeah. So I've had some stuff going on, and I've got all this that y'all don't want to hear. So Nick's gonna handle it for tonight.
They said, please stay.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder, they will get what's going on, but I wonder what would happen for people watching the replay that there's a thumbnail up there and you're sitting there with a towel over your head.
Well, yeah.
Do you want me to move over and you talk to these people?
I guess. Let me grab my blanket, though, because I am shivering.
Okay. Edie said, I like the look. Now, they were just commenting on how good your hair looked, but I don't think this is what they meant.
It does not look very good right now. I'll stay until
it's wet. That's all.
I'll stay until I have to start snotting.
There it is.
I got my blanket because
She may not be able to talk a lot because every time she tries to talk, starts coughing.
Yeah, I'm shivery.
Maybe we should make the light darker. Think?
No, they just know how pale I actually am right now.
It's like that girl on the news.
Yeah.
I'm so pale.
I'm so pale.
Her hair is clean and pollen free, but the rest of her is still full of pollen.
Yeah. Tammy said if she didn't have a mouth, she'd be unalive because her nose is stopped up.
Oh. Everything I own is yellow. Right
Everything.
Now.
Nick got his truck washed right before we went to Oklahoma, and when we pulled in, that was the first thing we saw, and it was like, man, that was a waste.
Anita said, did Oklahoma wind get to you? She was fine until we got home. I think she spent 4 days out of pollen.
I did. My body loved it so much.
And then we got back. I cannot remember. It's Grammy something or Grandma something that parked beside us in Oklahoma the second day.
Yeah.
She's the one that was making the jewelry. She made Rhett the bracelet, and I think Egypt made a ring. So her husband grew up in Montgomery.
Oh, okay.
And he was talking to me outside, and he said that the one thing he missed was pine trees. And I said, why in the world would you miss pine trees?
We have all the pine trees we could want.
Hey, Pauline. Well, he said that he grew up hunting in pine forests and stuff. And I said, well, I get that, but this time of year, do you not remember what pine trees do to you?
Yeah.
They cover everything in yellow and make everybody sick for about a month.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he had forgotten that.
Well,
Lee Graham said pine trees are off.
We got home and I said, "Do they not have pollen in Oklahoma? Because nothing
They
is
have
yellow."
they have pollen, but it's different pollen.
Well, my body didn't mind it. It's all this.
Well, my boss was asking me. He said I was telling him about it, and he said they don't have pine trees. I said, oh yeah, they have them. It's just not pine forests like we have.
Yeah.
It's everything just covered in yellow.
Yeah, it's terrible.
We are currently suffering the pollinating as well. Yeah.
So I've always dealt with it, especially like I have real bad allergies anyway, or sinus. I guess what is it called when you certain things make you sick?
Allergies.
Allergies.
Yeah.
I'm not like deathly allergic to anything, but like when the school years would hit, the new days, I would always miss the second and third day because the dust and stuff from the school sitting all summer would make me sick. And
Yep.
I tend to be sick around Christmas time or my birthday one. I'm usually got some kind of crud. But I don't get sick very often except for this junk.
Ours is dogwood and red buds. Jennifer, where are you? Is that a towel on your head?
It is a towel on my head.
That you've never even seen Raising Arizona, have you?
It's been a long time.
He's gonna rob that gas station. He says, "Boy, you got a panty on your head."
Catherine, the pollen has pulled me down.
She wasn't going to be on here at all, Catherine, and they talked her into it. She was trying to just kind of hang out in the room and not have to deal with it, but she got out of the shower because we just got in from the farm.
I was exhausted.
The town I live in Texas is the fifth worst place to live if you have allergies.
Well, I'm not going there.
Your pollen season a couple weeks ahead of us in Kansas.
Well, just know it's coming in full force.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming. I keep thinking it's going to get cold again and all the pollen's going to go away. But it is almost April, so I don't reckon it's going to get cold again.
I don't know how bad that word is, but someone planted lots of pine trees when they colonized Tasmania. Oh. They should have left them in England.
Yeah, I don't know the benefit of them.
Might have to have Farmer Rhett cover so Zoe can go to bed. No.
Well,
I can tell you why we have so many pines. Everything they cut down, they replant in pines here because this is paper country.
Yeah.
We have paper mills and lumber mills.
Yeah.
And that's why your lumber now is not as strong because they're faster growing pines, the wood's softer.
Mm-hmm.
If old pine wasn't as soft as what we got now. And start meds as soon as you feel it coming on. She's been taking some.
And Andy.
Joni says totally yellow here in South Carolina.
Yeah. Jennifer's in Southwest Missouri.
Ghost to Godly Inspiration. Hi, Nick and Zoe. I love your channel. We've been watching a lot because we're first-time farmers and we learn a lot with you.
Oh, goodness.
You do not watch us to learn anything.
You learn what not to do sometimes because we're bad about doing things twice.
I have said that many times that I'm not showing you what to do. I'm just showing you what I do.
Yes, that's our things. Well, it's not how to do it, it's how we do.
Yeah, this is not a how-to channel.
But we are so thankful that you're here. I'm sorry that this is the impression you're getting of me.
Lori said that pollen got Southern folks coated like lemon pepper chicken.
That's right.
Joni's allergic to oak trees.
Do we have those?
So, Kevin was talking about the pines a while ago. When do you start seeing pine trees thinning out, Kevin? Because I haven't paid much attention to it. But I know you don't see that many of them around where we were at. But I don't know. I'm wondering if there's still a pretty good many pine forests in Arkansas or what. I'm not sure. going through the same with pollen in Florida. I know Georgia's is bad, Gwen.
Thanks,
I already know
everybody.
that.
Oh, goodness.
In Las Vegas, there's always something blooming, so there's pollen all the time. Yeah, we deal with the pollen. It's just that one type.
Carolyn's little girl said that's how she wraps her hair too. It's the best way to get it to sop up all the water.
Lorraine said that is not a swear word. She don't swear, so she sure don't type it. I wasn't sure, and I did.
I think if you change some letters out, it might be.
Well, yeah, but Jacob said the Eddies owe them a 2-hour line.
Oh, goodness.
Sue has pine forest on 3 sides of her house, so I know everything she has is yellow, period.
Yeah, well, you know, Catherine's whole property's pine
Oh,
trees.
yeah, you know she's ate up with pollen.
Ooh, I bet her daughter has to take allergy shots and stuff because I think she's got allergies.
Do you have elderberries there? There are people that grow them.
You know, Miss Tanya's probably got some in the freezer.
Their weatherman said tree pollen in Arkansas is very high right now.
Thanks for helping Jason and Brooke with the baby goats. You want to tell the story? Why don't you just kind of tell how it all unfolded? Because we didn't really get into that. We didn't share it on, anywhere.
No, it wasn't mine to share. So let me get caught up here. So, my husband walked out the garage the other night and wondered when I bought a yellow car.
I thought she said her husband walked to Georgia, and I was like, that's a long walk.
Kevin said we're surrounded by pines. Timber company owns tons of land around us. We have a paper mill about 20 miles. So they're kind of in the same boat. They're around paper mills. I'm just not sure where it stops.
She said Daniel Arms hit 1 million subscribers tonight.
Well, good deal.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Lord, Lorraine. Oh, God.
No, Lorraine.
That ain't what I meant.
How are you in Texas but still live down the street from Cog Hill in Alabama?
Oh, we're not in
I'm
Texas.
not in Texas.
At all. We are down the street.
We're in Alabama.
Right. Yeah. No, we just went to Oklahoma, but we didn't go nowhere near Texas.
Yeah, no. I wonder what brought on the Texas thing. I hadn't posted anything about Texas.
I don't think so.
Maybe I read something a while ago. Texas cedar trees are known for the spores they put out and bore into the sinuses. God. Christian and family content, almost no pollen because they're surrounded by rocks and dirt and a few mesquite trees.
Well, I guess there's some give and take. If we want some green grass, we got to have some pollen.
Do you think Tater will have the baby this week?
Well, we've been saying that every week, so I don't know. I did see a new picture, and it's definitely getting better. And I think that we both checked the weather for this weekend. We got some storms coming, so the potential is there.
Do y'all have Bradford pears?
Oh,
until I can get them cut down.
Them darn stinky things. They're beautiful. I love the way they look. They stink so
well,
bad.
ours are already through blooming and just turned green now, but I'm cutting them down as fast as I can.
They're actually, it was they mistake.
Yes, now we were in Oklahoma. We just don't live there. That's where we were all weekend.
Yeah.
What paper mill, Nick? We had International Paper until January. It used to be Gulf States. I think it was bought out by International Paper. Is it Georgia Pacific now? But yeah, we have a lot of International Paper around us.
Well, it was Georgia Pacific, and
they just misheard. It's no big deal.
Fine.
I mean, we're talking all over the place.
I bought these puppies. Let me just elaborate for a second. I bought some reusable puppy pads. The lady that kept the dogs had these mats that you put down in the kennel, and you just wash them and swap them out. I put 2 of them down side by side, and they keep widening these darn things up. Every time I look over, they're widening it up. We're going to have to spread them back out.
Judy said she's gonna have it on Jason's birthday,
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
and then Lisa said on April Fool's Day.
Judy's telling me lies.
Two nasty Bradfords, but I need the shade.
Yeah,
they're
do.
They're really pretty, but ugh.
Yeah, they're right by the bees too. So
And I
when we
can't
go
stand
over
the
by
smell.
the bees, you can't just enjoy them. You gotta smell them.
So I read that there is a ornamental version that people buy that does not have that smell.
What does ornamental mean?
It's meant to put in your yard, garden, to be pretty, kind of thing.
Oh, really?
But the version we have is the wild one.
Yeah.
It's got thorny branches and stinks. But
oh man.
I read that there was a version. I don't know anybody that has one.
Well, that would be good to plant intentionally.
We're going to look at farms in Alabama and Missouri in a couple of weeks. Where are you located now?
There's some beautiful spots.
Did they tell me that already?
In Texas.
They said they were in Texas?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they thought I was in Texas.
Yeah. We do got to get some puppy toys.
Yeah. Georgia Pacific wanted to buy 3 meals, and IP said no. We lost our meal and employed 250 right before Christmas. Ugh. See, it's very unstable.
Oh, use double-sided carpet tape. That's a good idea because they got this thing all wadded up. We just spread it out.
So Jerry hates their Bradford pears, but they have no smell.
What? I put it right back where it was.
You have to come in here and ask a question every time just to prove a point. No, they are in Florida.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I was wrong too. What?
I'm curious what the stink is from those Bradford pears. I think it's the blooms.
Yeah, it's the blooms.
The blooms is what stink.
Because when the blooms are done, it's done.
Greetings from Belgium.
Oh, hello.
I think that might be a first.
No, she's been on here plenty.
Have I seen Belgium before?
Yes.
Oh, God.
You were just not.
Well, I didn't remember. I thought that was cool to see Belgium on here. Chris said yes, the blooms. Ornamental Bradford pears tend to fork and top split when older.
Yeah.
Rhett's just proving he's still awake.
Yeah.
Jacob, I'm not growing a beard. I've just been lazy.
Well,
I didn't remember last time. I'm sorry. I just thought it was cool to see that.
Yeah.
Dr. Nick and his 3 midwives better mark April Fool's Day. She's going to have a girl.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh. I'm sorry you guys are going to miss my words of wisdom, but I have to leave. Please do not miss me too much. Zoe will. Yeah, I caught alive. So, the baby goats. I caught up on comments, so I'm going to tell them about the baby goats.
Oh.
Hey, quit fighting.
Y'all stop it.
They wrestling.
They are.
It looks like 2 butterballs wrestling. Just 2 balls of fur. So, Zoe, you got the story from Jason that we were dropping off their popcorn. And
we do it every year.
We do that every year. That
Next
man,
day. Yeah.
The man with Mom and Paul Kettle is not going to let me leave without Brooks popcorn.
A fresh batch. He
fresh batch.
Pops one after the expo.
Event was over, and he popped a fresh batch just to send back with us. So we had to drop that off. They weren't home, so I was going to just put it in the little bus, and Brooke said, hey, go see Tater while you're there. And Zoe went to check her out, made a little reel with her and a short. And we're leaving. We're done. She has talked to Tater and loved on her and all that good stuff, and we are headed out. And I opened the barn door and heard the goat, a baby goat. And I said, Zoe, that was a baby.
Well, yeah, you said that's a baby.
And she said, really? You heard? I said, yes, I heard a baby goat. And we peek around that corner, and the little girl was still wet. She had just hit the ground.
She has steam coming off.
Yeah.
Of her.
She was like seconds old. So naturally, we let them know, hey, you're having baby goats right now. I updated them and told them what was going on.
She's like, dang it, we don't ever leave the farm.
Zoe goes in and gets the baby girl cleaned up, and
we moved the other goats and the cow.
We had to get everything out of
so
the big stall.
Nobody would step on them, you know. And just making sure they were safe, had a safe place.
I'm running back and forth trying to make sure they got feed and all that good stuff, and the babies are okay. Just wanted to make sure. That's the last thing I wanted, was to have some kind of issue with us being the ones there.
Yeah.
So thankfully everything was good, and then I'm trying to video and for Jason to, show him the babies, they're nursing, and then I've got emus trying to pick my pocket. Stop by anytime we have puppies.
Ooh.
They always have Pyrenees puppies.
Do, yeah. Typical Paris. She is very shy. Yes, she is.
Chance did a great job taking care of the farm. Thank you for taking care of Cogs Hill babies.
She she didn't have to let me touch her babies, but I kept reassuring her that, she is doing a good job. And I'm bad about that, telling girls, good girl, good boy. Nick gets me all the time for that. But
so I missed somebody asking for a prayer.
Tammy.
I apologize, everyone, but I need to ask for prayer for my son Joshua. He's fixing to go through some major legal problems. Well, Tammy, I hope that works itself out. Whatever the situation is, that y'all get it resolved. And you didn't catch up on comments. Did I get behind?
Miss Diane, everybody loved their shirts.
Get Zoe some ginger brandy. Does it count for you if we watch a video more than once?
Yes.
I think so.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Every view's a view.
I guess so. What did I miss? Becky? Becky said I didn't catch up on comments. I wonder if I missed one of hers.
Yeah.
It may have got by me, Becky. I just meant that I got down to the bottom. I certainly didn't read all of them, and I apologize, but it just got going really fast, and I missed some, I'm sure. You guys are sweet for doing that for them. Nick, she was not talking to you. We are the goats' godparents.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Godparents can play and give them back when they're hungry or have to go potty.
I have 6 Bradford pears along my driveway. See, that's pretty when somebody lines their driveway with them.
Yeah.
I would love to get rid of them and replace them with redbud trees, but I'm a widow with not a lot of resources. I
understand.
Completely understand. And there is a redbud farm over in Coosa County.
Oh, really?
That's what we're going to line our driveway with at the farm.
We are.
It's in my Facebook Messenger.
Oh, you did not tell me this.
I did not tell you that.
Well, thank you for.
I didn't want any.
That on my live.
I didn't want any input. You told me your name on the live. Okay. I didn't even know your real name.
That's okay. Is that payback?
I think you're supposed to get a hair in your mouth.
Would y'all stop?
Zoe, have you tried echinacea?
I have not. I'll tell you, to be honest.
What is that?
I don't know.
Angel's Creative Studios from Arkansas.
The only thing I've done actually is take some. What have I taken?
NyQuil and Dayquil.
I have not taken NyQuil, which I'm going to tonight because I did not sleep.
And you've had it 2 nights and have not taken it. You'll wait and take the Dayquil when you get up, but you will not take the NyQuil.
Well, I worry that I'm going to miss Tater. I'm telling the truth. I thought if I take NyQuil, my phone's going to ring and I'm not going to be able to answer it.
Do you think I'm not going to wake you up?
Well, then I thought, what if something happens, like there's a fire or something, and then I can't wake up and I'm drowsy.
It's not.
And then I can't find my shoes. That's why I won't take it. I keep thinking I need to take it, but I won't take it because I get scared.
Do you see Mackenzie's face? She 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 looked at you the way I usually look at you.
I do have some mullion.
I might not be able to find my shoes.
I do have. Miss Loma said her friend's mom's being airlifted right now
Oh
for
gosh,
her heart.
it's her heart. We will add her to the list.
Lori, I do have some mullion drops, don't I? Oh, that makes you cough.
Yeah, I got them from Catherine.
They make you cough so hard.
Well, she got me that when I had pneumonia. But we have that stuff growing in our pasture every year. But the Ivies made that.
Yes, Ivy Homestead.
Yeah. Zoe, did you change the color of your hair? It looks darker.
It's very dark. And it looks really good if y'all ever get a chance to see it when I fix it. Because last time
it was fixed in the video, kind of.
No, not really.
Kind of.
I had been working all day. I did not fix my hair.
No, but they got to see the picture of that Thursday while we were doing vendor check-in, and you hadn't been working then.
Yeah. I'm going to fix it for y'all. So y'all can see that it does actually look okay.
Do you plan on moving into the farm?
Yes.
100%. We are just trying to make that a feasible decision. Zoe, I think you look younger without makeup.
Oh, goodness. I don't, but thank you.
When do you plan on getting the tin back up on the goat's lean-to? It's a real mess from the winds, and Bruno needs a lot of socializing.
He does.
How many goats do y'all have? Looked like a lot.
It is.
It is a lot. I think there's about 22.
I think so.
No, 32.
No.
Yes, there is. We had 19 and we had 13 babies.
Oh, yeah, God, mighty. Yeah,
so that is right.
Lot. There is a lot.
32. But
we're going to start thinning those out. We can't keep all the boys.
No,
we were trying to let them finish their nursing and get back from Oklahoma.
That's happening like in the next week. We've got some boys that will leave.
And Bruno does need a lot of socializing. He does let us come around and he keeps his eye on us, but we can't get our hands on him easily. So we've actually got a halter for him ordered, and we're going to start haltering him to get him used to it.
When his halter comes in, you'll have a video of us working with him on that.
I mean, I had to do it with I'm so sorry.
You said you wasn't going to talk very much. You go coughing.
Yeah, but it makes...
What was you saying?
My coughing makes me cramp.
Oh.
I cough so much. I was just saying we had to do that with Ferdinand.
Oh, yeah. But we didn't have a halter. We used a rope halter for Ferdinand.
Yeah, but it took lots.
What did you have to just stand up?
It makes my belly cramp. Yeah, I had to get my cramp
out. You having to stretch?
I do it before I stand up.
Oh. Got 2 shots, one in each hip today. Nick, y'all have been married for 47 years. You didn't know her real name. It feels like 47, but we had actually been married for, what was it, about 7 when I found that out, or 8? I don't remember how long ago that was, but we had been married for at least 7 years before I found out, because she told y'all on a lie before she told me. Outdoors with Vance, hello. Need to take a spoonful of your honey from the farm every day. It helps your allergies. Yeah. You're very right. She's honking her face again. It's a flower that has great properties for cold and allergies. Tracy at Just Dig It Farm has loads of plants, and they are lovely when they bloom.
The mullion?
Yeah, I guess.
If they're talking about mullion, we have lots of
mullion. We have lots of mullion, but somebody else made the the drops, I guess. Is that what that's called?
Yeah, but I have we have the opportunity to dry some mullion, and
this is like a comedy show. Zoe Isabel's why I tune in every live.
I'm so sorry that I'm a mess. Nobody, look, I don't ever go to the
People were
store.
questioning you saying that you couldn't find your shoes. Y'all, if you miss why, she's talking about if she took NyQuil, she was afraid that we would have a fire or something and she wouldn't be able to find her shoes or wake up or whatever all else she said. My sinus was a mess and I felt awful. I was taking NyQuil with honey every 4 hours and elderberry syrup every 2.
I might see Miss Tanya's coming to check the bees tomorrow. I might see if she has some ready.
Well, Lisa said, I love your new do.
Thanks.
Like a beehive.
I do.
Maybe you should try Mucinex.
Well, the Dayquil does help me. I just right now, what my biggest issue is, I keep getting a fever and it breaks and comes back. So I'm trying really hard just to let it work its way through, because it's my body's fighting it, you know. So
I'm adding you down, Dawn.
I just trying to work through it. I don't want to take too much medicine. I hate taking medicine, period, anyway. I always have. So I'm just trying to work through it.
Dawn said I could use some prayers. Had 2 kidney surgeries since January and now having problems again. God made no mistake making you.
Well, that's so sweet. Thank you. Do you agree? Do I look beautiful?
Well, there's a saying that
when
they
your
used to
husband says, well,
they used to tell me a saying when I was little.
uh-huh.
They said, "Boy, your bread ain't done." I think maybe that might be the case with you. He didn't make a mistake. He just didn't leave you in long enough.
I was premature.
Well, all this up here didn't bake all the way, I don't think.
I was 4 pounds. I was only 4 pounds for one day. And then I steadily increased. And I ain't stopped yet.
Your hair looked great in the Okie Homestead pictures.
I agree. Mackenzie fixed my hair for me.
Zoe, you can make your own cough syrup. We know about that homemade cough syrup. I'm so busy reading the comments that I rarely see the live video. You could be naked for all I see.
We don't want that either.
The NZ Comedy Club every Wednesday and Sunday.
Yeah.
It's usually just Zoe. Unless she's trying to be funny. Like Cassie said, it has to be an accident. Or if she's trying, then it's bad. She tells dad jokes. It's terrible. Is Bruno the calf y'all had? Yes. That's our little bull calf.
That's the only time it's acceptable to talk about Bruno.
Nick, make her take some meds. I'm going to have to, because apparently she don't do it on her own. Jacob, I'm in North Georgia. Ed's in South Georgia. I can hear him snoring all the way up here. Catherine says she has that mullion tincture there. You gave us some. We still got it. It's the what you gave me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make her take some.
Oh.
Zoe, Oklahoma is terrible pollen weather last week. I'm sure that wind got to you.
It very well could have, and it just took it a couple days to set in.
At least it was your turn this year. Last year,
but
I didn't make it an hour out of Oklahoma before I was sick, but we also stayed an extra day.
Yeah.
And that's maybe
true. Because I started feeling bad Monday.
It was the day after we got home.
And we got up Monday, and I said, Nick, I'm only going to tell you this one time. I'm not feeling real hot. And I have progressively gotten worse.
Nick don't know if he still don't know her real name. She could be just making up whatever, D. What did I miss about Zoe's full name? Joni, I found out on a live that Zoe's name was spelled with little dots above the E. I never knew that. And she told it on a live.
Well, to make my life hard enough.
Now she's getting on to me for telling her information on a live.
Well, my daddy.
I just forgot to tell you. It didn't matter.
My daddy made my life hard by naming me Zoe. 3 letters.
Why did it make your life hard?
Nobody ever says it right.
Well, there's lots of names people don't say right.
Well, then not only that, he named me Zoe. So I'm not just Zoe, I'm Zoe.
Zoe.
But we're from the South, so it's just Zoe.
Zoe.
Or as Nick likes to say,
Say it. How do I say it?
Zoe.
How are the boys doing with baseball?
Well, they've had a break this week.
Thankfully, they're off this week.
Well, you say that. They got practice tomorrow and Friday.
But they're doing great.
But they are doing really good.
Late, but I'm here. It's Julie again.
Hey, Julie.
How's it go?
Sorry, I'm looking rough tonight.
Try some of them cough drops that someone sent Jason and Brooke. I have sent them to a lot of people, and they like them. Makes them feel better.
Oh, you have to tell
what
me
were
what
they?
They are.
Catherine said, let her know if you need some. I don't know how much we got left. I took it while I had pneumonia because that's what she gave it to us for.
There's plenty. It don't take but just a little bit.
Don't take very much. And you'll cough your guts up.
I know.
Zoe's like me, let nature take its course. I think it makes you stronger in the long run.
I do. I've
Tammy, I was joking. She said, God don't make mistakes. I didn't say that, Tammy. I was joking with Zoe.
If I don't have to take, even when I had, my gastric bypass, I didn't take my pain medicine very much either. I just don't care for.
Linda said, are you going to tell our fortune tonight? Corseed and Max flu, not as harsh. People with high blood pressure.
Oh, I've heard of that. Half-baked.
Half-baked. not so much that.
That's what I just feel like if I take NyQuil.
I just had an uncle that always said, boy, your bread ain't done.
If I take NyQuil, that's what I'm going to feel.
It's kind of like the elevator not going to the top or something like that. Where are you living if you aren't living on your own farm? I'm not familiar with the backstory. I guess I'm new, sort of. We live 7 miles from our farm. We still live at our house.
No, sir.
No.
We're
not doing that.
We're not putting mayonnaise in noodles.
I got a 6-year-old wanting to throw a tantrum, and I don't deal with that.
He wants mayonnaise in his ramen noodles. What is this?
I don't know. He's crazy. But now, Lisa, we live 7 miles from our farm. We have a house in town, and we have the property. The backstory for a short version is that we were about to build in 2020, and you know what happened in 2020? So, the price of materials went too high for me to be able to financially justify building a house at that time. So, we're still kind of trying to get things back in order. We did decide to go ahead.
Every door that we tried to go through closed.
So we were going to build our house, and we had our chickens here at home, and that's all we had. And we decided to move forward with getting our animals at the farm and just driving out there 2 or 3 times a day.
Okay.
Hey, Ed.
Fix them however you want to fix them, but if they're gross, you're going to eat them.
It must be the lighting because Nick looks pale as Zoe usually does. Well, she does have the wrong light on, but I was too late to correct it when I got home. It's on a very bright light that makes everybody look like a ghost, and I don't know why anybody would use it. Some crud's going around. Chad Doss is sick.
Yeah.
We went to Okie Homestead Expo. My brother-in-law came home sick.
Oh, goodness.
And I ran into Carol 2 or 3 times.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. Probably caught the crud from the people at the expo. I think it's probably just allergies she's not used to, maybe.
There's no telling. We kind of suspected it was going to be you because it happened to you last year, but it just snuck up on me.
Y'all, if you weren't with us last year, we went to the Okie Homesteading Expo, stayed an extra day because we were pulling a stock trailer, and we came home with a baby alpaca cria,
a year ago,
Shadow from Walker Farm Fam, and all of their goats but one.
Yep.
They kept Ranger's goats.
Rowdy. Yep.
So we got all of their other goats and an alpaca and Hoss.
Uh-huh.
So we got Hoss, which are these puppies' daddy. He was a baby from Eddie Family Farm. Yep. So we had all kind of animals we were hauling back. And
you fell sick.
we got about an hour out of Locust Grove, and it hit me. And Zoe had to drive the entire way pulling the stock trailer. Hey, Andale. Not only was she pulling a stock trailer, but there was a thunderstorm that started up here in Arkansas and followed us
Stayed right in front of us.
southeast all the way to the Alabama state line.
Stayed right in front of us the whole time.
Through Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi.
The 10-hour trip ended up taking, what, 13 hours?
14.
14 hours.
But we finally got to the Alabama line, and we hit I-22 and came out of a thunderstorm within a few minutes. And Zoe drove the whole way white knuckle.
Yeah. I needed a massage.
Better late than never. Here we are finally. There's Miss
Hey,
Charlotte.
Don't mind me.
Charlotte, you'll just have to go back and watch why she looks the way she does. But she's sticking it out for the people on here. They wanted her to stay. She just been sick.
You'll have to ask your sister for a slice of cheese.
So, if y'all don't know Charlotte and Mark, they are HD Farms. They're also in Oklahoma. And if you want to see build projects.
Are they in Oklahoma?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought they were in
I
Texas.
think, Charlotte, correct me, is it Hugo, Oklahoma? Is that right? But if you want to see build projects,
I know they got some
Mark makes some pretty build projects.
Yeah.
Coops.
Fisherman's is the cough drops.
Okay, here now, phone glitch. There's HD Farms. Mayonnaise is
They're
the new
on
ranch.
Facebook.
Kevin, he will eat mayonnaise on anything. I mean, even noodles.
Chicken noodles.
He don't care.
I don't care if it's strength.
Paul's in bad mood tonight. You talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I just don't do tantrums. His sister was trying to keep him from doing that, and he was throwing a tantrum. And Daddy don't do tantrums. Let me guess, that was Farmer Red. Yes, Jacob, it sure was. That boy will eat mayonnaise in anything.
Oh, Jennifer said that she can't eat noodles without Dukes in them ever since she tried it.
That is exactly what he is putting in them, is Dukes.
He'll be doing it from now on, I guess.
I remember that. You got so scared you passed out until she pulled into the driveway. I did sleep almost all the way home. I could not hold my head up. Mark said so. She's not telling fortunes tonight. No.
Yes, you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought so. I thought that was right. You're in your own home, so people need to take you as they find you.
Yeah, I did. I was not going to get on here because I keep coughing and snotting, but y'all taught me.
She was going to make me do it by myself, but I think we just do better when we're together.
Well, I'm surprised you ain't made me take my hat off.
Nah. Catherine eats mayo on beans and peas.
Oh, me too.
I love mayo on my peas. Black-eyed peas. Yes.
Mayonnaise and hot sauce.
On black-eyed peas, I love it.
With cornbread and real onions.
I just put mayonnaise.
Hey.
I know you did.
You go back in there and eat your noodles.
No, you don't need hot sauce.
Yeah,
Is it going to do you any good? Tell him.
Do whatever
It ain't
you
gonna
want.
do. Vicky's watching from San Diego, California. You've been busy with babies? Been fun watching your videos.
Yeah.
It's always fun to deal with babies.
It is. I like new life.
What?
I like new life. Not our church.
Tony's always cooking something good.
Yeah.
Zoe, we need to go to Main Street Cafe. Me and Zoe used to go about every Monday.
Monday has tomato casserole and it's so good, and I hadn't had it in like months.
Catherine, she loves their tomato casserole, and they have it on
love
Monday.
It or you hate it. It's like
I don't care for it.
Stewed tomatoes.
But Zoe
and
loves
it's got like saltines that have become mushy in them. I don't know. It's so good.
So Mark said you need a little warmer, Zoe.
Oh.
We're glad the prettier Zoe of the two showed up on the live. Oh.
A little warmer.
Oh,
You know what I could tell?
What I was going to tell them, I forgot.
Would NyQuil be a wormer?
No,
Oh,
I'll shoot you full of wormer.
oh gosh.
Well, you know it's
That's like
injectable.
Magic Mike talk.
No, I'm talking about like I give the goats. I ain't talking about that.
I'm gonna have to tell Brooke you on Magic Mike talk.
That is
Y'all
not
gonna-
what I meant.
Y'all,
Zoe?
you done changed this whole
No,
channel.
Zoe, stop. You got Loma laughing, so you know it's bad. Hush. My ex-husband ate mayonnaise on his white beans. I eat them with ketchup.
Oh.
I was trying to tell that. No, Dana, it was not. It was not a double meaning. Zoe is being foolish over here. Do you all have a vaporizer? That might help. Rub Vicks under your nose.
You gonna rub Vicks on my nose?
Kevin said you're delirious. I know, Carolyn. I'm trying to keep it a family channel. That was Zoe. It's always Zoe. I've tried other farms, but I can't watch farmers that talk about tabling their animals. Well, we don't talk about it much, but we are a working farm.
Yes.
Oh, we have stopped showing videos of that part. We do raise broiler chickens.
We
I
do.
mean,
We feed our community.
I'm not trying to hide anything, but I'm just telling the truth that that's what we do. We raised pigs for the same reason. We're not doing that with our cows. Before anybody asks that, I've gotten that question many times, and it is just it is not a good idea financially to try to process mini Herefords. That's just crazy.
We have found that raising chickens to do farm to table. Well, you know, it's like Joel Salatin said this weekend.
Lisa didn't know that, so I hope that doesn't run her off. We don't talk about it and we don't show videos, but
we don't. But let me tell you,
honest.
When we started all this, we knew that we have an obligation to help provide for our community, and we've tried to figure out what that was, and by doing
Catherine says Nellie don't behave.
And by doing chickens, we are able to give chickens their best life that they can have until the very last day. And that was something we heard, you know, Joel Salatin was talking about. We're not raising Tyson chickens where they're grown in a house and they never get to see grass or eat bugs or chase or be out in the sunshine. Our birds always have that up until the very last day. And then we pray over them and thank them for giving themselves for our community to be able to eat healthy and local food.
It is an outstanding video. If you have not seen it, watch the Okie recap from Nico at our Brown Farmhouse. I commented that on his video because I said I really wanted to leave that in, and after I posted the video, I regretted that I didn't leave that part in there because you did record it. I was not even at that demonstration.
That was the one I wanted to be sure to be at.
Zoe recorded it for me, and I did not leave that part in, and I regretted it as soon as I posted. I thought, man, I should have left that in there because it was such a great explanation.
It is, and I firmly believe that every animal has a purpose. Some are to be pets, and some are to provide nutrition, and not everything is for nutrition. And the chickens that we do are not your egg layers. These chickens are not grown to lay eggs.
No,
they are strictly grown, and they grow fast. And it would be us doing them an injustice if we didn't put them on a table for a family to eat.
Charlotte said it's the circle of life, but our small farms, they live their best lives.
That's right.
It's much better.
Yeah.
Has Miss Judy met Bruno yet? Not yet, but she really wants to.
We told her we were going to do it once we got back from Oklahoma. I just got to get better.
I live on my own, have no car, so I have to have groceries delivered. Would one of those meat boxes be worth it, like Good Chop or Butcher Block?
I do know that they can be a little pricey, but we did.
I honestly don't have the answer for that one because I don't know. I know that the people that use it enjoy it, but I don't know how much they cost.
We did for a long time.
We did HelloFresh, and it was
HelloFresh.
awesome.
And we did it for a long time. And
There was another one. What was the other one? There were two of them
I don't
that
remember.
we would
I
swap.
just remember.
We would swap back and forth based on the menu.
Yeah, I just remember us loving HelloFresh for a long time.
But that was everything. That wasn't like Butcher Box where it's just the meat.
Yeah, this one, the only thing
It's
you
full
provided
meals.
were the like the oil and maybe the eggs. I can't remember.
Zoe, we need a hot toddy. I've watched Nico's video already, and I agree, Zoe. Mackenzie did a great job at the conference interviewing everyone. Poor Zoe wouldn't be able to find her shoes.
No. She's still laughing because I wouldn't be able to find my shoes.
Catherine Carolyn said that Nellie's just high-spirited.
Yeah, that's it.
Noah took 2 to reproduce and others to eat. I ate mayonnaise in my pintos and red beans and rice. Nick gave her some ivermectin. Martha, that is exactly what I meant. The mullein tea is good. I drink it all the time, and I have tinctures that I take.
Yeah, I do have some mullein.
Yeah.
We have a lot of mullein that grows just naturally all over the farm, too.
Just Rhett even want mayo on cookies and such.
He probably would.
has not done that I know of. If you live near me, I have grass-fed beef, green-fed, and we have fresh chickens and farm-fresh eggs. How far from you all live from Miss Judy?
About an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half. Lorraine said buying in bulk doesn't suit her because she likes to buy it fresh. And that makes sense. Yeah. That's what Mark was saying before the conversation went south quick like and in a hurry. When my Uncle Jack took a chicken to cook, he used to hang the feet on the coop. I felt sorry for the other chickens who knew what was coming. What in the world is happening here? Cassie said.
You got me sick.
Any new animals coming soon?
So tell Cassie what's going on, why I look like this.
Cassie, she's just sick.
I was not going to get on here, but everybody wanted to see my head wrapped up in a towel.
Zoe had just gotten out of the shower, and I had just gotten home from the farm, and she was going to hide on the couch. I thought Zoe was in the shower. She had just gotten out of it. And she was going to hide on the couch, but they had to get her over here.
I'm shivery, so I'm wrapped up in a blanket.
I was a vegetarian, but for health reasons, now eat some meat. I hate to touch raw meat, though.
Yeah, I don't care to touch raw meat either. I really don't.
Zoe's delirious and hadn't even taken the NyQuil.
Yes.
No, Zoe's just being Zoe. She's not delirious. Look, there's Brandon. Hey, guys.
Oh, everybody's going to visit.
Everybody's going to show up while you're on here with no makeup and your hair in a towel.
Wrapped in a blanket.
I wonder how much I should bet that Kevin texted Brandon and said, "You need to get on there. Zoe's got no makeup or hair in a towel."
Look how rough that girl looks. Let's screenshot and send. If I hear Natalie's on here, I'm gonna cry.
She probably is. Typically, Natalie and Nico get on here and they just don't comment. Zoe is beautiful with a towel on her head.
It just makes me look taller. It slims my face.
That's because you hiding half of it under a blanket.
That's because I don't have on my slimming makeup.
He said he did. I don't buy it. He said, Brandon, you got to get on there.
A lot of times that's what I do, just listen because I'm usually feeding. Yeah.
I do that all the time, but I usually try to comment just to let people know I'm there. And then you just get hellos and stuff like that. You don't want to be rude. So I try to get as many of them said and then get off there because sometimes I listen while I edit or whatever.
Tony said, after Opie and Ernest T tried to pick your pocket, are you still going to let me get emus?
Absolutely. But I'm going to tell you, people kept saying, I saw one comment, people were talking about snacks.
Because I said
I know
snakes.
you did. I know. And I saw one comment that said that they were after kale. Do I look like somebody that has kale snacks?
You know what I think they meant?
I don't smell like kale. I smell like cookies.
You know what?
Those emus said, Fat Boy's got a cookie in his pocket. And that's what they were after. There wasn't no kale in my pocket. The emus thought they were not looking for kale in Nick's pocket.
Stephanie's been listening. She said Ball had him cooking like I thought I thought they meant like dollars as in kale.
Oh, maybe
Like
that's what they meant. But when I read that, I'm like, do you really think I have kale in my pocket? You know Fat Boy's got cookies. That's what they were after. There ain't no kale in here. I might grow some kale, but I ain't gonna have it in my pocket.
I always, when I want to share something from their house,
I do like kale chips though.
Yeah, I always ask permission first. So I'll say, is it okay if I post this? You know, it's just privacy and all.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, oh, yeah. She said, that is hilarious. And next thing you know, Jason's telling you, sorry, I'll return your $100 they stole. And you're like, what?
He said, he said, hey, sorry about that, buddy. I'll return the $100. And what is he talking about? And then he said that you had sent Brooke a video. And I was like, oh my God.
If it's okay.
And she said something about the $100 bill. And I said, I just want my ID back.
I always feed some kale.
Oh, that's what it was. I was like, no. Look. Now they showed up. Zoe said everybody was going to show up with her ear with no makeup and towel on her head. They all showed up for you to have a towel on your head.
No, I have.
Kevin is doing that.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's texting.
My luck.
Kevin is texting them and saying, "You gotta get over."
Look, keep going. Hi, Deanne, maybe?
Horsing around with crafts.
That's really cool.
Caught alive for the first time. He said, I would.
But, you know.
He said he didn't,
I would never.
But he would.
I would never.
Oh.
Oh, gosh. Look, there's clacking Brandy.
Not trying to start nothing, but I was kind of curious about the towel.
Well, I will say, if none of them are sick, then it just means it's my allergies.
They're all on here now, so tell them why you have a towel.
So we got home Monday, and I fell sick. And this is actually the first day I would go to work, and I come home, and I go horizontal.
Bye, Brandon. Oh, Cassie's doing it. She said it's me.
We decided, I started running fever again when we left the farm, and I was like, I'm not doing it because I'm coughing and all. So you said you'll handle it. Well, everybody told me to. Oh, no.
Uh-oh, Nico and Natalie are sick, too.
We must have all caught it from somebody. That's okay. Anyway, we're just going to make it. We're going to make it.
She was trying to stay off camera, and people were like, come on with the towel, whatever. But
yeah.
So now she's mortified because Zoe doesn't go anywhere without makeup.
I don't like it just to go
She
get
won't.
gas.
She won't run to Dollar General without makeup on.
Yes.
Lorraine said it's oaky germs.
It is. Oh.
I don't know if it'd be so much germs, or maybe we were exposed to a pollen we're not used to, and that's what gets us. But I got it last year. Yeah. You got it this year.
This might be why Cassie didn't get sick. She's used to it. Her body's immune to it.
Cassie says she ain't got time to get sick. Brooke always has kale when she goes in with the little emus. Can't spell very well, but you know what I mean. Yep. It's the Oklahoma dust.
It is. And it was so dusty that day. That first day was terrible. It was terrible.
Is the coal the only thing you brought home? Jack, yes, we didn't bring anything.
That and a really cute purse.
Now, she did buy stuff, but
Matt, go get my purse.
I always load up on vitamins when getting out of my local area. Well, they've already seen your purse. They watched it on the video.
Okay, fine.
She can go get it. I don't care, but I'm saying
You'll see the one that looks up like the one I
Matt
would
don't
buy.
even know which one you got.
The one that looks like the one I would buy.
Tammy said, Kevin at Grounds Family Farm. I believe you. Besides, you are an officer. You wouldn't do anything mean. That's what she said.
I always heard there's being police
Saturday
officers.
night, after being in the show barn dust, my allergies were bad. Zoe did spend a lot of time in the show barn.
So this is my purse I got. It's beautiful and it's got fur right here. And it's got the tooled leather, which is, I love.
Jenny
It's
said I'd
beautiful.
be petting it all day.
Yeah, no. And I got a matching wallet to go with it.
That's got to be Natalie. I can't wait to use that cream garlic honey on some pork
I
chops.
know it.
Zoe put some
Actually,
on that
That
sourdough she bought.
I did buy a loaf of garlic Asiago sourdough and I toast it with a little butter and put some of the garlic
cream honey. That
on
stuff
it.
was so
Yeah,
good.
it's so good.
Nick, you said vitamin. It reminded me to take mine. Now Zoe's acting like Minnie Pearl. She left the tag on it.
I did. I'll take it off when I use it. But then I'm like, I don't want to use it because I don't want to take tags off.
Goodness. Zoe, you made it through the hour.
Oh my gosh.
We've got to wrap
I
up.
can go to bed now.
Zoe's ready to lay down. Now that I know.
It is cowhide.
Zoe's always ready to go sleep. I know that. But she's been taking a nap after work and then going to the farm, and she didn't get to today. Hi, Sean Fry. I responded to a comment from her last night.
Okay.
Y'all, before I get off here, please forgive me for taking a month. No, it was like 10 days to get through all the comments. A lot of them were newer and it was fine, but some of them were like 10 days old, and I apologize. It's been busy and I did not get to the comments, but I always try to respond to them. So please forgive me for it being so long. But before we go, make sure you go check out HD Farms.
Yeah. Facebook, and they do have a YouTube.
They're on YouTube.
They are widely popular among TikTok and Instagram.
They are super popular on TikTok.
Yeah,
but
they do a lot of short form.
His builds, if you want to see really pretty coops and things like that,
their
the
name so they can
greenhouses.
see the logo, because I'm sure there's multiple right there.
Yeah.
I'm sure look for that little HD Farms logo.
Yeah, look for that. And don't forget, y'all, the part that I messed up and left out of my video, and I'm taking it. Hey, I regret it as soon as I did it. Go watch our Brown Farmhouse. Watch his video from the expo. The part that the Joel Salton speech is amazing.
It is.
And it really, really brings perspective to why we do and what we do.
It does. Yep.
All right, guys. Yeah.
I did.
Go ahead.
We did.
Go ahead, Zoe.
We'll see you guys on
Sunday.
On Sunday.
And hopefully a video on Saturday
We
if
got
nothing
storms
happens.
coming, so y'all stick with us.
My vote is this is Zoe's new norm for the lives.
No.
There's no way she would do that.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But she sure does miss you, Cassie. Bye, y'all.